Hello and welcome to the Writecome.com podcast, where we help you to make money from your words. Each episode will be sharing tips, tricks, and strategies you can use to make more money from your writing, publishing, and marketing to your fans and audience. Let's get started with your host, Barry J. McDonald.
Hi, this is Barry here, and you are very, very welcome to today's podcast episode from Writecome.com. And today's podcast episode is entitled, By Their Fruits You'll Know Them. Now, before you think I am the most religious person in the world, I'm not. I could probably only quote about 5 lines from the Bible, but that one, when I heard it, it probably passed over my head. I didn't pay it much attention. But as the years have gone on, and as I've gone into, working online, creating businesses, creating products, and, making an income online, I have found that, that quote still rings true nowadays. So nowadays, like if you, for example, were going to look for a coach, or if you're looking for some kind of a mentor, the best way to kind of find one is not to have a look at Instagram and have a look at all the quotes where everybody is killing it and nailing it, and they're constantly putting up images of lions and flashcards and all that. If you want to find somebody who knows what you are looking to achieve, what you should do is have a look and see who is actually producing the results that you are looking to do. So if you're looking to get into fiction writing, try and follow someone who is a great fiction writer or somebody who has produced results in the past, and follow those people rather than the people who are constantly on social media giving a kind of writing tip now and then, and never are actually sitting down to the keyboard themselves, and never actually, pumping out content on a regular basis. And you probably will find, as we're coming up to the end of this year and in the beginning of 2021, you are going to find a lot of people who are talkers and who aren't action takers. As Kevin Hart said recently in the audiobook I'm going through, he says talkers try and convince themselves. Now, even in my own life, I have found that, a lot of times, unfortunately, like many of us, we talk a lot of talk, but we don't actually do a lot of action. The other day, it was probably put through to me how much action speaks a lot more than talking, was when I was painting the kitchen. Now, for the longest time, I have been telling my wife, Catherine, that I am going to paint the kitchen. I've been promising her for, I don't know, it must be 6 months. It could be even close to a year. I have been promised her, yes, I'll get that kitchen done. We'll do that kitchen tomorrow. We'll get it done next week or whatever. And slowly, I kind of, like most of us do, I kicked the can down the road, and I just kept that kind of ahead of me. I never actually done it. Now, sometimes when you actually say that, oh yeah, I'll get that started tomorrow, it almost feels like we have achieved something. But if a stranger came into my kitchen, they would look around and they would have probably seen the grubby kind of paintwork. They probably might have seen the odd splash of dirt from the dog on the wall and maybe the odd scuff mark here and there. But to me, when I said that, yes, I'll paint that kitchen tomorrow, I kind of lifted myself off the hook. I kind of said, well, it made myself feel good. But at the end of the day, good and all as I felt, I still hadn't achieved that result. Anybody coming into the kitchen would have seen, that I didn't actually paint the kitchen, and that the kitchen probably needed a good painting. And it was only when I actually packed up the paint pots the other day and actually put them away. Now, God knows how long it's going to be before I'm going to take them out again and paint the kitchen. Hopefully, it's not going to be as long as it was this time. But it was only when I had put the lids on the paint cans and put them away and, washed the brushes and everything, I kind of stood back and admired the kitchen, how great it looked, how clean it looked, how much of a difference it was with just a lick of paint compared to, the day before. And again, I wouldn't have really noticed that until I had actually put the work in and actually painted the walls. But as I said, I probably, like most of us, was doing a lot of talking. I was promising my wife I was going to do it over and over again. And, as Kevin Hart says, talkers try and convince themselves. And again, you'll find that not just in people who are going to decorate their homes, but coming into January now in 2021, you're going to come upon a lot of people who are going to promise themselves that this is going to be the year they are going to lose weight. This is going to be the year that they are going to create an online business. This is going to be the year when they're going to turn everything around. This is going to be the year when they're going to find a new man. And this is going to be the year that they're going to do this and they're going to do that. But as I said, that makes us feel good. It makes us feel like, we have achieved something. But at the end of the day, has it done anything at all? It hasn't. The strength behind that kind of statement, it doesn't even have enough strength like to bend over a blade of grass. It's nothing. It's just completely just hot air. There's nothing in it. And you don't actually get that result until you actually put the work in. So that's what I want you to consider today. what are you doing right now at the moment? What kind of fruits are you providing? And again, too, if you're looking maybe to follow somebody in the next year, what kind of fruits are they providing? If they're not providing any fruits at all, well, then those are probably the people you shouldn't be following. Those are the people who probably aren't going to have the best advice, and maybe it's time to follow other people. And again, too, people can't read your mind, but they can observe what you do. So what do you think about that today? You may be playing a great kind of mental game, all the different things you're going to do in the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks, and how you're going to do this, and how you're going to become a fiction writer, how you're going to become a blogger, or how you are going to create a huge online business, and all these kind of lies we are telling ourselves. But at the end of the day, it doesn't move your life, not a fraction forward. It's only by your actions that people are going to see the fruits that you've achieved. And it's only, by those actions that you're actually going to get, payment from the fruits, or you're going to find maybe that you've lost weight, or maybe you're going to find that you've got a bigger following on social media, or maybe you're going to find that you've finally ditched that, that crappy boyfriend you had, and you're going to attract a new, improved version of a boyfriend into your life. So give that some thought today as you're going through your day, or whatever you plan to do, in the next couple of weeks coming into January time. Are you one of those people who try their best to talk themselves and convince themselves that they are going to do all those different things? Or, or maybe it's time, maybe you need to, stop following people who are all talk and no action. And again, too, just remembering that, people are observing you. They can't read your mind, but they can see what you are doing right now in your life. So as always, I hope that's helped somebody. If you'd like to find out more about Writecome or me, if you do a search for Writecome, that's WRITECOME.com. Or if you want to subscribe to the podcast, simply just click on the link probably on your iPod device or whatever you're listening to this podcast is. You're listening to it on, and I will send the next couple of episodes on to you. So as always, thanks for sharing your time again today. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us today. If you'd like more from the Writecome.com podcast, be sure to subscribe now for more tips, tricks, and ideas you can use to make more money from your words. See you in the next episode.